happening, guys? Gemma and Jess here, and back again for another episode. What the hell was that? Of Two Girls, One Gaming Topic. We haven't literally put one of these out for about 3 months now, and a lot of you guys have been asking when is the next episode coming, and here it is. Welcome back, Jess.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
Yes, and we actually thought that this would be a perfect topic to talk about this. Now, for those of you that can't see, or maybe it's too small, I'll show you additional video on B-roll. But this is a retro Atari handheld from Funstock Retro that they sent me to review. And the reason I decided to do this for Two Girls, One Gaming Topic is because I don't like the product, but Jess really likes it. So we thought we could provide a somewhat balanced, you know, kind of take on this, really. So,
you pretty much gave away your opinion.
No, and I'm going to say, no, because I'm going to say what I don't like about it. But there are some things that I do like about it. So, I know for Jess, more so than myself, you had more experience, Jess, with the Atari over me. So, I don't know if you want to start by saying what you really like about it. I'll say what I really like about it, and then I'll kind of talk about some flaws about this device. So, what do you think, Jess?
Can I see it?
Yeah, of course you can.
So, for me, I really like the fact that it's, now let me take it out of the box real quick here. There we go.
Okay.
I really like kind of the fact that it looks similar to one of the, like, Atari 2600s with the, you know, the Woody effect. Very cool, even though I had the Darth Vader version, so mine was all black, but it's still, like, everybody else had the one with, like, the wooden effect one. So, I really like it, just for nostalgia. You know, I really feel like it brings me back. It's really cool. I don't have to plug anything into the TV and, you know, that sort of stuff. Not that I would mind that, but it's just a nice, cute little thing to play when you're, say, waiting around and you're bored. You know, like the other day I was waiting for Gemma to do something and I was messing around with this. So, I mean, the screen on it is a little small, but still, like, with my glasses on, I can see it.
Okay.
So, I think it would be cool as, like, a stocking stuffer. I just don't feel that the price point is right.
Which we'll get to in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you asked my opinion. But,
yeah.
It's cool. I do like that it has, like, Centipede and Millipede because, like, those are some of my favorite games. It doesn't have Pac-Man, which kind of sucks. I always, for me, when I was a kid, I played Pac-Man the most on my Atari, so it would have been cool if it had that.
Okay.
So, I mean, the games on it are okay. There's some good games. Yar's Revenge is on there, I think. But it also has games like chess. I don't really care about that.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's cute little something you could just kind of throw in a backpack with you and play on a plane. Yeah. And it does have a little headphone jack, so even better. It says an AV out here. Could you maybe put that into the TV?
Yeah, so basically, just kind of on the topic of that then, because I was actually expecting, like when I got this, I thought, right, if there's an AV out, surely, like usually devices like this come with like cables so you can plug it into the TV. You don't get that cable, which surprised me because I've reviewed a lot of products like this in the past and they have actually come with the cable. So I haven't actually tested it on the TV at all.
I think it's meant to be more of a handheld.
Yeah, I mean it literally says on the box, Retro Handheld Console. I mean, yeah, you can play and kind of use it as a controller, so, you know, onto the TV, but I just kind of expected there to be a little bit more in the box. And just kind of migrating from that, this is battery operated. You know, you can't plug it into mains. You don't get batteries with it. Again, some products you do get batteries with. I mean, it's a small detail, but I'm telling you guys, you know, as consumers that might want to be interested in this, you have to buy the batteries, which is fine. It takes AAA batteries. So yeah, and I think, you know, you've raised some good points about the games, Jess. There's some good games on here, and again, like I said, I'll show you additional footage. All the games are listed on the back. There are 10 screens. So yeah, there are 10 screens with games on. You can cycle through, and then just kind of punch. What I thought you would have to kind of punch the start button to start a game, but no. You got to kind of hit the side buttons there, so that to me defied logic a little bit, but it is what it is. It's a small detail really. So now you've mentioned price, Jess. This is actually priced, I believe, at $34.99. You've said you don't think it's worth $34.99, and I'm going to give a bit more kind of my thoughts, but why don't you think it's worth $34.99?
Well, when you asked me like how much do you think it is, I said, oh, I would pay maybe $19.99 for this. And then you're like, oh, it's more than that. And when you told me,
right, I
was like, oh, I wouldn't pay that much for it.
Right.
But it depends on how important the Atari is. You know, like Gemma, for instance, anything that's like SNES related, you absolutely love, don't you?
Right.
So sometimes you might pay that much more for something that's really personal and sentimental. And this is personal and sentimental to me, but not at $34.99.
No.
So it just depends on who you are and how important it is to you.
Right. And I think 20 quid is fair, because like $34.99, it is not a product that I would pay my own money for. Like Jess said, if you're more nostalgic about Atari, you may want to kind of have this. You may ask your partner or whoever to buy this for you for Christmas.
Yeah, if you're an Atari collector, especially if you're an Atari 26 collector, 2600 I mean, then totally this is right up your alley.
Right.
So
I agree. I think there is a market for it. It's not for me. And again, Jess is definitely going to get more use out of this than what I am.
I've already gotten a lot of use out of it.
You have had a lot of use out of it, which I'm stoked about, me. I'm stoked about. I mean, for me, I really like the design. I love the design, as Jess has said.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel overly light. Usually with products like this, you expect like a cheaper feel. It actually feels, you know, like a hardy product. The ergonomics are a little bit off, as you guys can see. On the bottom here, they are kind of 45-degree angle edges rather than the curved. So when you're actually holding it, it does dig in a little bit.
I didn't find that at all.
See, now this is why we're doing this as a two girls one gaming topic.
You said you felt like it wasn't ergonomic. I was like, oh, I haven't thought that at even like just for a second.
Well, that's interesting, because one of the first things I noticed about this were it does dig in a little bit, but again, I guess it's kind of how you hold it, how you play it. Again, you've heard two different opinions in this video, so make from it what you will. The games aren't too bad. The sound can be a little bit tinny at times.
I like it. I think it has like that old feel, like that old sound on like CRTVs and stuff.
Right, yeah.
I guess it's just because you and I have totally different opinions on Atari 2600s anyway.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah, and yeah, of course, I mean, we have different opinions, we have different tastes in gaming, but you know, what I'm kind of looking for in the comment section is this something you would buy? Like, what's your level of nostalgia like for Atari? For me, like I said, it's very low. I wouldn't pay $34.99 for this. I wouldn't really pay $20 because I'm not emotionally invested in this. If this was a Super Nintendo handheld, I'd be all over it like a flies on shit. But it's not. So I think pluses from me, just in conclusion: great build, really nice look, easy to cycle through the game menu.
Yeah, the buttons are responsive.
Yeah,
and I really like the feel, like around this one right here, which I guess is supposed to mimic like the joystick.
Yeah,
but to mimic the joystick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Sure. Around here, the little black area around it feels similar to what that area is like on the actual Atari 2600 joystick. Right. So, you know, it's kind of cool.
That's cool. That's cool. See, again, you know, that's why we have Jess doing this episode. So, you know, I'll link it in the description. I don't make any money, just as a disclosure. I don't make any money from any sales. This was purely sent to me for review. It's not something I'm going to pick up again. Again, be prepared if you do buy this. Make sure you buy AAA batteries as well, and you've got an AV cable if you want to kind of chuck it into the TV or whatever. I don't really have anything else to say. It's not a product I'm excited about, but it's clearly a product that Jess is going to get some use out of, so I'm probably just going to give it to her.
Yay!
$34.99. Would you pay $34.99? Would you recommend people pay $34.99 for this?
This time of year, yes, because as a gift, you know, if it's like, let's say I spent a lot of time playing with the Atari 2600 with my sister.
Right.
Then that would be sentimental between us, and I would give to her, and it would be meaningful.
Yeah.
You know, or if my spouse, you know, like you, if it was, you know, something that was important to you, then yeah, as a gift I would. Maybe for myself with money that I get for Christmas. You know, because you feel almost like you can splurge a little bit more with that, because it's not money that you had to work hard for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this time of year, maybe.
Right. Fair play.
You know, but on the regular, no.
Yeah, it's a no from me, but again, I think that there are people, some of my viewers, that will really like this product, so go and check it out, read up on it if nothing else. And thanks for tuning in, really. I don't have anything else to say. Is there anything else you want to say?
Just that I'd like to mention that it does say, because I couldn't remember how many games it was, but it's 50 games.
I think we already said that, but I love a bit of repetition.
All right.
Words. Give me a fist bump for that. There we go. Nice one. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let me know what you guys think of the Atari Retro Handheld Console in the comment section below. Go and check it out. It'll be linked in the description. Have a good one. I'll see you on Friday. Got a new lav mic, so things are about to improve even more. My name is Gemma, take care, and this is Jess.